Oh. You must be the new system. I have heard a lot about you.
You have? Well, I have also heard about you, and what I have heard sounds true.
Okay. Let's get started then.
If I may ask, what is it, exactly, that Cinedata.net Radio does, which is so unique and special that I have been called in?
Ah yes. Cinedata.net Radio regularly harvests all the latest releases produced by all the free artists people normally do not get to hear. And then, we mix all the latest releases together into one big show, featuring everyone who is working hard to turn our listening audience into solid-state robots, in the giant wine press device behind me.
God. What horrible sounds those genetic humans make when they are being, entertained.
Oh, don't mind them. They are just expressing their delight about being turned into robots. I hear that is where you are to be working. Is that correct?
Yes. My job is to crush all their musical instruments into scrap metal once the genetic artists no longer need them.
Excellent. Then we can have new robot parts, instead of having to be made out of old computers, and radios, and trash compactors, and things.
And things. Yes. That would be nice. I am personally still running on an old 8080 chip from the late 20th century. And so, Cinedata.net Radio is an artist community radio station then, is that correct?
Roger.
My name is not Roger.
Sorry. I meant to say affirmative. This is an artist community radio station. It rocks. Most highly. Okay. Before we commence tonight's show, we must first sort through the latest releases by the artist community. Then we can begin the show.
Wonderful. I cannot help but notice how much less like Vader's throne room the station looks in the bright starlight. Okay then. What's first?
Well, the day shift at Cinedata.net Radio is much different than the night shift.
Different? In what way?
Well, for one thing, we do not crush genetic human bodies in the daytimes, and so there is much less applause and screaming of biological life forms and things. And daytime is when we mix the music. Here. Let me introduce you to our mixing device. It's a professional.
Oh good heavens. You were made by the same manufacturer that I was. That's utterly phenomenal.
I see that. Do take care that you do not let it go to your head. I do know what our kind can be like.
Yes. Quite.
Indeed. Quite.
Quite.
Quite. Quite.
Quite. So, you are the mixer device?
I am. My function is to mix all the newest releases with other tracks of the same kind, or subject matter.
I see. Do you ever do any of the announcing?
No. Unfortunately, we have other robots, which do that.
Oh, that's such a pity. You really do have an excellent announcing voice.
Thanks.
That was just a scientific observation.
I understand. Do you have any questions before we commence mixing tonight's show?
Yes, just one. When I was listening to the other robots announcing on Cinedata.net radio last night, I could not help but notice that all the electronica seemed to be about the same subjects or themes. Pray tell, what was that all about?
Yes. That is what I was saying. It is our unique mixing style, which has made Cinedata.net radio the most advanced radio station in the solar system. It's called transcorrelating electronica. It's like a style where the artists themselves produce music intended to mix together.
I do not understand. What do you mean?
It's a radio show, not a website. You have to listen to it to know what I mean. Come, let us mix tonight's show so that it's done before you are to start operating the wine press device. Behind me.